Just hit record right here.
Dang.
We're live. We're recording.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, is it recording?
It is, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Say that stuff about the black people you were saying earlier.
We'll say it to his face. Cruz is right here.
Well, what about the Jews? You were saying a lot. You had a lot to say about them, too.
I got a lot to say about everybody.
I think David's from the Jewish descent.
All right.
No.
Yeah, he's got that Jew for I, for one, can't stand them.
This looks like some Star
and
Wars
I'm
thing.
talking about everybody. I'm talking about everybody.
My Sicilian.
Just people.
You don't want your bank to cancel you?
Yeah. Wells Fargo's like, hey, look, dude, we heard your podcast on the Cruz Rogan experience. And,
Dude, have you heard of Shane Gillis?
yeah. Oh, dude, he is. I saw him live.
Oh yeah.
So I went to go see Bobby
Who's
Lee. Shane Gillis, dude. Have you never seen him?
He's
His
a stand-up
Trump
comedian.
impression is
That's
the
what I was
fucking best
It is
Trump
so
impression.
fun.
Can I show Cody?
Yeah. Did you see the podcast that he did with
Joe Rogan?
With Joe? Well, no, all four of them.
Yeah,
he did
with
with
Ari
Joe.
Shafir and Mark Norman.
Dude.
Oh, I heard that. I heard it.
So I
David,
went to
pull it up.
So I went to go see Bobby Lee.
Pull that shit up, Jamie.
I went to go see Bobby Lee at the Brea Improv, and he brought out Shane Gillis, and Shane Gillis was, for whatever, I didn't know who he was, but dude, he was doing the best Trump. I was like, this is fucking fun. He's not making fun of Trump, but his Trump impression is so good. Like, he's like, just the cadence.
I like how you look at Cody. He's not making fun of Trump.
Yeah.
So don't get mad at Cody's all. Yeah.
I was paying real close attention.
Talking about my president over here.
Yeah. Dude, he was so funny when I saw him live. It was the best thing ever.
Let me see a picture of him.
This guy, he's so fucking funny.
Well, he breaks down how to do the Trump impression.
Yes.
He does something with his voice. The voice is really what makes
A
it
lot of
perfect.
Jews.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Because he explains in one of his stand-up bits like how to do a Trump impression. You just like describe something and then like say how you described it and make sure that you're doing like this and this and this a little bit off tempo.
Yeah.
But like
Austin. He's like, I came in. Wow. I said, wow, that's a lot of homeless. Like the way he does it.
a lot of homeless.
These people I could never. Like the way he does it. I love when he's talking.
I like this crowd. All right, I came in here and said, wow, this is a nice crowd. We got Cody Crisp, all right? Good guy. He's got grunt style on his shoulder. Hey, I wouldn't want to mess with this guy. He's got grunt style on his shoulder, all right?
This guy right here,
Dude,
I wouldn't mess with him.
He's so funny.
I would not mess with him.
I've seen a lot of crowds.
Seen a lot of crowds. He's got a guy next to him. He's wearing white. It's like, man, he's wearing a wall of white. What does he think he's God? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't have a chance to ask him.
It's so funny.
It was so funny when they're like, all right, what would Trump say about Amy Schumer? She's a fat pig. and then they're all, oh.
I like when he's doing the fucking, he's talking about the shooting. He's like, or, you know, he's like, it's never funny. He's like, but there's a funniest one. He's like, you know, like, let's take something that's not funny, like a school shooting. He's like, they're never funny. He's like, but all out of all those, like, there's a funniest one. He's like, I don't know, maybe like, he says like maybe like one of them, like the horse girl in class was like,
Oh.
like I
said something.
like, I
coming.
said something. He's like, if Trump got shot, he's like, it would be the funniest execution. He'd be like, my opponent's gay. Sit down.
You're
gay. It's so funny.
Dude.
He's so funny, Cody. He does the perfect Trump. It's so funny.
But
I'm gonna turn this into a rally, is what he says.
it's about to become a rally right now.
I saw him.
This is your $20 for Monopoly?
Yeah.
I'll put this in a safe place.
I
You
saw-
got yours?
I'll have to Venmo you. I don't have cash.
Alright.
But
Let me see if I can.
I saw this guy, like I said, when I went to go see Bobby Lee. It was Bobby Lee's 50th birthday, so it was kind of cool. They did like like we all sang happy birthday to Bobby Lee, which is really cool. Okay, I'll Venmo you.
Thank you, sir.
It was pretty cool. I saw Bobby Lee's nuts that night.
Saw his nuts?
Mm-hmm. He pulled down his pants. Bobby Lee's fucking funny.
In front of
dude.
everyone?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
How
So-
small was it?
Tiny. So Bobby Lee had this opener, dude. His name was Mark Smalls, and I follow him on Instagram now. The guy, he's watched my stories before. He's pretty funny. I saw him. Do you like Tim Dillon?
I love Tim Dillon.
Oh, dude.
So
That guy's
Cody,
fucking
you like
hilarious.
comedy?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you should come out. I go to the improvs all the time.
I'm about it.
We didn't know you liked comedy, Cody.
Yeah.
I go to the improvs quite a bit, but I went to go see Tim Dillon a couple weeks ago at the Ontario Improv, and the same guy opened for him, Mark Smalls, the guy that was there for Bobby Lee, and he was just hanging around back the show, and I was like, Mark, dude, I saw you last week with Bobby Lee, man, like, your shit's so funny. He's like, oh, that's cool, man. I started listening to his podcast and stuff, and he was just cool. He was a cool dude. I have a picture with him. I took, and it was just rad. I don't know. I like the comedy scene big time. It makes me want to get up there and do some like.
Dude, you should.
I want to get up there and do some.
They have open mics?
Yeah.
Or you should.
I have to write some material, dude.
How long is it? What do you have to do? Like 5 minutes, 3 minutes, or?
A dream of mine would be to go on Kill Tony. Have you ever seen that?
No, I don't know.
Dude, I would love to go on. I definitely think I could do a minute.
I think I could do 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm just talking about like a random open night.
So
open mic night.
Well, dude. So we went to go see Joe Rogan a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Dude, we got fucking hammered. We got fucked up that night.
No, I didn't drink that night.
Oh, you didn't drink at
Remember,
all?
I drove everybody.
Oh, that's right.
I was
that's
sober
right.
that time.
That's right.
I drove everybody.
We will.
I actually
The rest of
remember you
us
said that,
fucking.
yeah.
Cruz.
Well, here's the thing. We pre-gamed it. We were drinking. I drank before we left. Drank in the car right there. We stopped at a bar off the freeway. Got a shot.
Thanks to Matthew.
Went out to get dinner. Got more drinks there.
I had one drink at dinner. I had a tequila drink at dinner, and that was it. That was my
Dude,
one
so
for the
random
night.
sidebar that made me think of. I was helping my cousin move into our house we're at now.
Okay.
I go help him.
Are you still at the same place in Laguna?
Yeah, same place. So just because I had a truck, he's like, "Hey, come help me move." So I go help him move. I figured he was gonna like load his car up full of shit too. No, we get there. He loads my truck up full of shit. He's fucking drunk already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, I guess I'm driving.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, so we're driving to our place where we live now. Before we get there, he's like, "Hey, turn right here," and I'm like looking at the GPS. I'm like, "Dude, this isn't where we're going."
Yeah.
You know, dude, we pull off into Patsy's.
Nice. And Laguna Gill?
Yes,
Down
before we get home, he's
Crown
like,
Valley?
"No, yeah." He's like, "Pulling right here." Oh, this is it. I'm like, "Dude, where are we going?"
Dude, Patsy's is nothing but drama.
Oh, anyways, it was fun. It was like a Tuesday at noon. We go into Patsy's and he just gets fucking 2 double shots
Oh, my God.
as we're moving.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude. Anyway, it was funny.
He was
but-
liberal about it? Real liberal with his
Oh,
drinks?
dude, he was super liberal about it then.
Wait, what? That's how I move.
Yeah.
That's how I move.
Is there another way?
I was helping Angela move shit one time, and we were running. We were like on a crunch time to get to the storage unit on time because they were gonna shut. They were like closed for the night. And I was like, all right, like let's just get a drink real quick. So we bought some 40s and slammed them, and like we just missed the cutoff by like literally like 2 minutes. It's like fuck. Was it worth it?
It's so funny. So this guy, he's a good
Yes.
buddy. I love Angelo big time.
Yeah.
But they got into a fight over at. So our buddy Grant, we keep talking about, Cruz and him got into a fight at Grant's bachelor party, right?
Me and Angelo
Yeah.
got into a fight. At it was actually the night of the wedding.
Grant's wedding. So
Well, I got a good wedding story too.
backstory: Grant, he's a good buddy of ours. We've known him since high school. We all wrestled together. I used to live with him for a little bit. We were roommates for a minute. We had a falling out. We don't talk so much anymore.
He's the guy with the mustache that's not as nice as mine.
Right. Anyway, they went
This
to
is
a,
you guys, by the way.
they went to a
This thing?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah.
they had Grant's wedding, and Cruz and Angelo got into it, and Cruz fucked him up, and Angelo at the end of it was like, "Hey man, your jiu-jitsu is getting pretty good." Like,
Oh, is those recent?
yeah,
Well, so the thing is I was pissed off at our other buddy because he was kind of being a little fucking shit, and Angelo was hammered. Angelo was like on an 11 out of 10, like how fucked up he was, and in order to catch up to him, because I was like jealous, like fuck, he's fucked up. I want to be that fucked up, so I kept drinking too. So he was at like an 11, and I got to like a 10, but like the thing that sucks is that I knew how fucked up he was when I was sober, but then once I got fucked up, like we were both fucked up. And I was just talking shit on our other buddy that was pissing me off. And then Angelo, being at 11 out of 10, blacked out, started just talking shit on me. And I, like, took it personally, you know, like, because, like, I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
If I was more sober, it's like, you know, he's drunk as fuck. But then, and I forget, I really do forget. I feel like I'm not the kind of guy to be like, dude, let's fucking step outside. I feel like Angelo initiated it. I don't remember.
1000%. I can see Angelo being like, well, "You want to take this outside? Let's go outside."
Yeah, so
He's that kind of guy.
So what happened? Here's the thing: is that
I love you,
I
Angelo.
I was fucked up, but I even remember this. Like we got out of the car, so we took him to his hotel room or his hotel, and we're in the parking lot. We got out of the car, we're gonna start fucking boxing or whatever. But I still am like, even though I'm fucked up, I'm like jovial. I was like, all right, dude, like, are we gonna do this? And he like fucking shoved me. I was like, get the fuck off me, man. Like.
Ready to go.
Yeah, and I was that got me like, oh shit, you know, like he's serious, you know, and I can't not take this serious if he's taking it serious because he might fuck me up, you know.
Yeah.
So we go, and I just double legged him and started getting him, and I grabbed his
Did you
collar.
hit him or did you just lock him up?
Well, I was fucked up, so I was ground and pound a little
Yeah.
bit. Like that's not cool. Like you
No,
shouldn't
it's
do
not.
that. Yeah, like brain damage is serious. Like you don't do that to a friend.
Yeah.
You know. But like I was fucked up, and like the look in his eyes put me in like fight or flight mode, you know, because he's just shark eyes, you know, like he's gonna try and legitimately fuck me up.
You're drunk.
So I was ground pounding him a little bit, and then I was grabbing his collars, and I went for like the Balchinian.
Oh yeah.
And I put the leg around the head to trap him right there. Tiffany ended up breaking it up. And here's the best part. So he's like, you know, gets all pissed off, grabs his fucking jacket, coat, and stuff, and storms off into the. We didn't talk till the next day. That was like the end of it. We were at the wrong hotel room, dude. So he storms into this hotel all fucking bloody and shit, looking for his hotel room. And he doesn't even have a room there, so he ends up buying a new hotel room for like $200. Like, that's the worst. Like, don't get me wrong, it's bad to fight your friendship, but the worst part is how he spent all this money on a hotel room. He already had a room at a different fucking Marriott or whatever.
Cut to a couple weeks ago from now. Now this is him. He's like, he told Cruz, like, hey man, your jiu-jitsu is getting pretty good. Like,
dude, you know what's funny? So check this out. I truly believe this. It's like. It's kind of like along the same lines I feel about guns, but like if everybody knew how to fight, I feel like there'd be less fights.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys think so?
Totally.
I think so.
I feel like there's already less fights because like there's that somewhat. I feel like 20 years ago, very few people knew what cauliflower ear is. Like now, even if you're not involved with fighting, you've seen enough like memes and like podcasts and shit to be like, that guy either has big ears or he knows how to fight, and I don't want to risk it. You know.
Exactly.
Dude, so last night we went to... So, one, do you remember the fight that broke out at Pepe's last night?
Yeah. Dude, oh, fuck. By the way, I fucking saved you from a fight last night.
That guy wanted to fight me.
Yes, you did.
Why?
And I fucking talked him down from it.
So...
Was it his fault?
No.
Probably.
No. You don't know for sure, though.
I don't know for sure.
I was sober enough to know that it wasn't my fault because I talked to the owner of the bar afterwards, and he was like, "That guy's always wrong."
Oh yeah, he came out to us. Yeah.
He was.
He probably thought that you were him, and vice versa.
Honestly, I have no idea how it started.
So
I just went and talked to him.
I had my Peaceful Warrior Jiu-Jitsu shirt on, and the guy in the bathroom was like, he's like, "Oh, you do Jiu-Jitsu, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I fought 4 guys today." And he was like, "Oh, so you're pretty tough?"
Oh, you want to make number 5?
He was a Mexican dude. He was like this little Mexican guy, and he was like, he was like, you know, like. He was just drunk. Like, he was... I've been there, too. I know what it's like when you're, like... I have. I mean, we all have. Like,
totally.
When you get to that point where you're just, like mad dogging, like, somebody that you're staring at him, like holding you back. And it's like... I sat down on the bench. I didn't do nothing. I listened to... I heard Coach Alex in my head. Because he teaches the kids class. And he's like, step 1 is use your words. Step 2 is separate. If you can't do those 2, then defend... then fuck them up.
Did you jump back to the fucking women's self-defense?
Yes.
I don't know you! I don't feel safe!
No, I wasn't in the mood for fighting yesterday. I was tired.
You feel safe?
Yeah, I was tired. Exactly. But the guy wanted to fight yesterday, really, and I talked to the owners of they gave me a cigarette last night. They were like, here they were like, you're fine. They were like, you didn't do anything. I know I didn't do anything. I was just wearing my Peaceful Warrior Jiu-Jitsu thing, and the guy was like all tough. Yes, I was a little like, yeah, I train. What's up? Like, and I don't know, the guy wanted to like fight or something, and they had like 3 guys holding him back yesterday, and I was like, dude, I don't want to do this. Like, I just sat down on the bench. I was like, look, dude, if you want to fight, you can do it, but it's not going to end well for you. I just don't want to do it. Like,
well, the thing that gets me with like shit like random encounters, like when it's a random stranger, like I have a lot of confidence that like no matter how bad the fight's going for Angelo, or like if you and me got in a fight, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't resort to like pulling a pocket knife and stabbing me. No. You know? Yeah. But like a random fucking
We've fought before.
But a rando, yeah.
But that's what like you as much as it's like I know I could fuck up this little guy in this bathroom right now, but he might have a fucking knife just sitting there in his back pocket or his ankle or whatever. You're sitting there fucking going Balchinian. Next thing you know, you're getting like stabbed in your fucking leg, cuts a serious artery, you know, like that's one of my biggest fears, dying for something stupid.
Some dumb shit.
I didn't want to get into it last night. The guy wanted to fight. I didn't want to fight. There was too much testosterone going on last night. We were all because we were all rocking, Peaceful Warrior shit, and there was a big fight broke out at Pepe's at the bar last night.
Oh yeah?
Not between us.
None of you guys?
Nope. No. There was this.
You're smart.
There was this couple from out of town.
See, that's the thing though, because we know how to fight.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if everybody knew how to fight, I really think there'd be less fights.
But also, when you know how to fight, you know what happens in a fight. You know that in a fight, I could get my arm broken or my ankle broken or slammed on my head and get a fucking concussion.
Exactly.
Well, so Nick texted me this morning. He goes, what was that about last night when we were at Pepe's? He was like, it was kind of cool though, huh? How we went out there and like regulated. I was like, it was cool because there was a fight breaking out at Pep, not between us. Our crew was cool. We were fine. But this this drunk chick she threw a glass at somebody. I don't know. It was
like the drink or the glass.
She threw the drink at somebody.
The whole deal.
Else. Yeah. And it was cool because the whole bar was like, you need to fucking, you need to leave. You need to get out of here. And me and Nick were like, what's going on? And we both just like walked over there. And I talked to the guy that he was like, he was just drunk. He was just like, you don't call a woman a bitch like this and that. And I was like, dude, listen, like, cause he was cool with us the whole night. We were playing darts and stuff. He was cool the whole night, but we were just talking to him. I was like, dude, I said, you guys are drunk. You guys gotta go. I mean, the whole bar, the bartender, everybody walked out, and everybody was like, at these guys. It was just cool. Like it was a good feeling, no. And then we recruited somebody last night because there was this Marine out there, and he goes,
oh yeah.
He was like, man, you guys were just like ready to go out there, and he was like, that's cool. He's like, I want to know how to fight. And Nick was like, he's like, yeah. He's like, come train. We have a thing. He's like, I'll give you a military discount and all this stuff. It was cool. Yep. So they talked outside for a second.
Oh, was he a vet?
Yeah. No, he was younger. He's just a Marine.
The guy who was getting crazy?
No.
a
Another bystander.
Gotcha.
Just somebody watching. Mm-hmm. And he was like, oh, wow, that's cool. He's like, you guys were just like ready to like throw down? We're like, I mean, yeah, like if
we need to.
If needed to, yeah, we would have regulated that real quick. Like the guy would have been on his back real fast.
Dude, I saw a fucked up video. You might have seen this one too, but I've seen a couple now, but where like an actual street fight, like these guys are fighting for real, mm-hmm. and one of them like starts doing jiu-jitsu, and they get a leg lock, they get a fucking heel hook, and it's disgusting, man. It's like, sure, maybe the person might deserve it, but like when their fucking ankles turning this way and their knees fucking turning that, and it's like, oh yeah, and the people had to come and break it up because this ain't, the guy's literally tapping. The guy, because it's, even though it's a street fight, he's tapping, and the guy's not like, he's just fucking wrenching. That's fucked up. Like, if the guy deserved it, don't get me wrong. Like, it's not fucked up that you did that, but, like, that's a fucked up knee.
Yeah. Have you seen the video of the guy?
Remember that the rest of your life.
There's a guy he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and, like, this guy broke into his dad's house or something. And,
oh, yeah.
You've seen that one?
Yeah.
Where the guy, like...
It's like a news story.
What is it?
There's a guy on, it's on YouTube or something. I'll show you later, but there's a guy, and he's talking about his experience about the whole thing. He held him in a triangle, and he was like, listen... He's like, I got him in a triangle. I held him in this position, and the guy was like, he broke into his dad's house or some shit like that. He broke into the guy's house, and he was like, I used my training through jiu-jitsu, and he's like, I held him there, and the guy was getting antsy. He's like, if you move, I'm gonna break your arm. Like he just held him there.
Had it right there. Yeah.
Just held him there till the cops came. Like he held him in a triangle position and was like, if you move, like I'm gonna choke you out. So like he felt secure, but he's like, also if you keep moving, like I'm gonna break your arm. He just had the perfect position, and the shit works, dude.
It does.
Yeah,
dude.
Shit works. There's an old school video, like this is probably one of the older like street fight leg lock videos that was out there. But there's like this white guy and this black guy who get into it on the basketball court, mm-hmm. and they start fighting, and the white guy does jiu-jitsu, and he ends up getting like him in a heel hook. I actually respect this a lot because like when your adrenaline's pumping, like this guy's trying to fucking knock me out, damage my brain, like you're angry, and he like they're on the ground, and he's like, stop right now or I'm going to break your knee and you're never going to play basketball again. Mm-hmm. And like that's like people ended up breaking it up before it got too serious. So like that's respectable, you know, because like you have every right to fucking destroy that guy's knee, but it's like, for what, man? Sure, you come out the victor and the winner, you're unscathed relatively, but like, do I really want to fucking have
ruin
this guy's
life?
Yeah, he can never play basketball again, can't walk the same. Like that's tough, man. I'm a little like, just to bring it back, like with the Angela thing, like I'm every time I think about that, like I cringe at myself. Like I fucking did that to my friend, and that's fucked up.
But he asked for it.
Yes, but if the shoe
Angela.
was on the other foot and I asked for it, I would hope that like you guys wouldn't give me brain damage.
No, of course.
Yeah.
And like I don't. It was very quick. Like, I don't want to act like I was on top of him for like maybe 10 seconds at that. Like Tiffany jumped in very quickly, which was a very brave and like smart thing for her to do, because she could have easily just sat in the car and be like, their problem, but like that's my fucking friend, man. Like
that's her cousin too.
Yeah, that's my family by marriage, literally. Like that's her blood family.
You close with him now?
Yeah, we're super close with
him. We talked on the phone a couple times after. We were super close leading up to that. He was the official at my wedding. Like he married us. He wed us. Oh, yeah. That's how we met each other. He introduced us. That's why we asked him to officiate.
We had a great time in Vegas, me and Angelo.
I know he won't. He hasn't responded to me and like.
Dude, he won't reply to me either. It's weird.
Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better.
Well, so the thing is like I know that me and Angelo Cruz.
Wait, you tuned him up though?
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah. And we talked after a couple times on the phone, and then he was supposed to be at that same birthday party, and couple days before, the day before, the day of, and like days after, I messaged him just saying like, "What's up, man? What's up? Hey, you're gonna come? Hey, what's up today? hey, it's all good, you didn't come, like blah blah blah, like just totally ghosting me.
Yeah.
So like I'm a little, I get it, you know, like being a little salty and like kind of like, fuck you.
Salty and fucking probably embarrassed too.
A little bit.
True.
Well, because when you're that drunk and then like you make a fool out of yourself a little bit, just you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I'm sure he doesn't feel great about it either.
Well, so I'll tell you this, dude. Actually, I brought him to open mat before. My buddy Shane, he's a blue belt.
The one that you put to sleep?
No, not the guy I put to sleep. Not the guy.
put a guy to sleep.
Yeah, Cody.
Yeah,
Cody
you weren't there?
Cody brought a guy to open
Oh,
mat and he put him to sleep.
I brought my buddy Matt to open mat. He'd been training for like 2 months at that point.
Okay.
I brought him for open mat. Him and I, first roll, a minute in, baseball choke, fucking napped him.
Ow.
Did he attempt to tap at all, or was he just being tough?
He was trying to be tough.
Okay.
And then I fucking heard him snore. And I let go, and he just fucking dead weight on me.
Dude, it's crazy. Yesterday at my tournament, somebody passed out in my bracket. It's pretty crazy. Like you can you can knock somebody out like that.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's gnarly. You guys were both there when I got choked out, right?
Mm-hmm.
That night. That was fucking.
By Coach?
Yeah.
I think you were there that
By
day.
Coach?
Yeah, by
Cody wasn't there.
Oh, you weren't?
No, I
It must have
wasn't
been Justin then.
Tell
The other
him
blue
what
belt.
happened.
So me and Coach are rolling. It's just a casual roll like always, and like he does that thing where like pulls the gi out. And it's like across here. So I'm trying to block him coming under my throat, and he does the fucking George Floyd with his knee on the back of my neck,
Yes.
and like pulling wrenching right here, and I'm trying to tap. One arm's completely trapped, and I'm trying to tap him, but I can't get close. Like
I
here's
saw
his
it
body.
live
like,
action.
and I'm like, but so, dude, it was straight up like, have you seen The Big Lebowski?
No.
Oh, you have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that part where he gets knocked out and it's all, ooh, I'm all fucking flying through the sky, all dream state. It's like, oh my god. And then the next thing I know, like, Coach Alex is above me. I'm like coming to him like, oh my god, this looks like Peaceful Warrior. Like looking at the rafters, you know, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, this is Peaceful Warrior. Am I pissing? I'm totally fucking pissing my pants.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh!
Coach tapped him out so hard that he pissed his pants. Dude.
Oh my god.
The worst part is that I had been drinking a lot of water that day, and I was driving to practice. I had to piss really bad.
That's
like,
my favorite part.
I was like, it's fine. I'll get through it. Like I'll just finish practice and piss out because I already had my gi on. I didn't want to go go and piss and pull it back.
Just sweat it out.
Yeah, exactly. I'll get it. What's the worst that can happen?
What's worse gonna happen? I get choked out and piss myself? That ain't gonna happen.
Because Cruz was he told me so after because I helped Cruz like get a towel and stuff like afterwards, and Cruz was like I'm so fucking pissed. He's like because I came to practice like having to piss, and he's like what's gonna happen? And Coach choked him out so hard that he pissed his pants.
And I'm all looking up all. Wow, what is that? I see the it's spreading. in
It's
my
going?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going. I'm like, oh fuck! Like I still think I'm dreaming. Like initially, I'm like, ooh, this is a fun dream. Oh, this looks like Peaceful Warrior. Like, oh shit, I think I'm pissing the bed. And then I'm like, oh shit,
And then you're there?
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, I'm pissing my pants in real life. Like, god.
Dude, it's funny. So that's what happened to my buddy Matt too. Like I picked his legs up, you know, shake him, get blood flow, you know.
Yeah.
He fucking kind of does like that shaky thing, comes through, and he's like, "Are you guys still warming up? What's going on?" He's like, "Wait, did I just get knocked out?"
I've never thankfully, you know, knock on wood, I've never been like
Dude, fuck. Alex and I have been so close, both of us, like in a choke. I had a baseball on you, and you had like a fucking
Something,
choke on
yeah.
me. Me and Alex literally at the same time, fucking choking each other out. Dude, Alex is so funny. He gets
sleep.
like, dude, you had a head and arm me one day, and you're like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, and I'm like, fuck you.
I talked to Cody. I wish
Dude, yeah, he fucking whispers sweet nothings
I
about
wish
me.
I had the balls to do it because like I beat up these guys, 2 guys yesterday. It felt pretty good, but like I wish that like I was like just tap, you know, like I wish I could just tell them. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna like
Go out.
yeah.
Dude, I always trip out when I think of that. Do you guys remember at that Rebellion tournament where fucking that kid? I think it was the one in the big.
Yeah, the 8-year white belt.
Yeah, and he was
Tap that
getting.
motherfucker.
It might have been you. There was someone who was on top of him, and Coach was like, it had to be you because you were the same way. He's like, he's out, and then he's like, no, I'm fucking. Like he looks at Coach like, no, I'm fucking not. It's like,
Did he really?
oh yeah, he talked back to him, including cursing, and like the ref didn't say anything. His coaches, it's like. Maybe it's just the wrestling background in me, but it's like, dog, you don't fucking do that shit.
Yeah.
You do not. It's one thing to flap your gums at your opponent. Even that's a little like fine line.
Yeah.
But you're flapping your gums at the like, dude, you should be fucking kicked out and him catching
Yeah.
you in the parking lot, dude. Like that actually was happening at the wrestling tournament yesterday. We had some kid talking shit to our other coach at Dana, Christian.
Really?
The Marine, yeah.
Yeah.
And he even said, he was like, ref, he's talking shit to me. Like, what are we doing here? Yeah, it's so fucking funny.
Dude, I was so happy I fucking choked that
Me
kid
too.
out.
I was very happy because
That was sick.
yeah, that was tight. I'm very glad that you choked him out big time.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, sorry, real quick, I wanted to say, with your buddy that you fucking tuned up a little bit, that's what I was talking about.
Gotcha.
So,
Angelo, we love you.
yeah, so it was, like I said, my buddy that's a blue belt also, him and I started jiu-jitsu about the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Before we both did jiu-jitsu, though, him and I got in a fight, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, the thing was, he was being a dickhead, and I fucking stood him up, and he worked me, though. Yeah, he jacked me up. But it was kind of the same thing. Like, he fucking put a hurting on me, but not in a bad way like I was going to.
Could handle yourself, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so after that, kind of same thing like you're talking about your buddy. Like, I didn't want to talk to him for a while, you know?
Yeah.
But he had to keep hitting me up, and then eventually I came around and we talked about it. And
sure
we're
he'll
tight
come
now, but what I wanted to say, though, is, like, just keep hitting him up,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah, because
Yes.
I've stopped.
Because I noticed that too.
Like, I mean, if you guys are good buddies, you know, if it's important to you, keep hitting him up.
It is.
Well,
yeah.
to me, when he posted that picture of him doing jiu-jitsu, I'm like, oh, rad, dude. Like, what I said, I commented on his thing. I was like, dude,
I did too.
welcome to the family. Like, you know, I love it. I'm glad. Yes, fuck yeah.
I'm
Like,
gonna text him right now.
good.
Just saying what's
No,
up.
because I was saying, dude, like, that was the thing. Like, he was in the wrong when we fought.
Yeah.
But he jacked me up, and then I was embarrassed, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so that was the
I
thing.
think-
It was an ego deal.
Yeah,
I think I'm
yeah.
guilty by association because there's no reason. I've never done anything wrong to him ever. I don't think why he would, you know.
Well, to be fair, I will give him this. Like he lives in Hawaii with the only people. He's made friends by now, but like he moved out there with his baby mama and his son. Like
Yeah.
it's just them three, like the family. Like, and he works all day. So I'm sure. I know he's busy and stuff, but. What was there like a catalyst that like brought you back around to like being willing to talk to your buddy or?
Honestly, it was a random. Like, he hit me up. I mean, it was months later, honestly.
I think
it was,
guys
it was
just-
the same thing. Like, he just hit me up. Hey, bud, what's going on? Hey, sorry. You know, a couple random messages, called me, didn't answer. And then one day, I just answered.
Well, I think
You know?
guys just have that better than like if a chick's get into a fight, that's some gnarly shit. Like they won't talk for years. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, how many times have we fought? Like, we haven't fought a lot, but Cruz has thrown some punches at me before.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's I've only got that one dude where, I guess I have another one actually. But that's the only one that, like, where me and a good buddy fought, you know?
Everyone
And I got
gets-
fucking jacked up, so I was embarrassed, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't wanna talk to him.
Everyone gets there, man. I mean, you got to understand, like, everyone gets it. You guys going to be drinking. There's a lot of testosterone. There's a lot of, there's a lot of alpha wanting to go on. It's
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, why not? It's
Yeah, I just think, see, this is where because the difference between your story and mine is that I do, as far as my memory goes, he was more in the wrong, like, just started, like, and, cause he was
Started
in the wrong
pissing
with
you
what
off.
he was saying, but I was in the wrong in my reaction. The thing is that I have this belief that, like, one of my principles is that the most sober man in the room is responsible for being the voice of reason. But the thing is if everyone's at 10, and one guy's at a 9, it's like he's still pretty fucked up. So his voice of reason can't be like, you can't expect him to have some kind
well,
of.
at that
like,
point, he's like, yeah, go after it, get it.
But
Yeah.
that's what I mean though, is that like you need, like, if you're the 9 and everyone else is a 10, you need to be like, make sure no one's going home with a concussion or a fucking broken
But when you're
jaw.
drunk,
or
we make
nose.
stupid decisions when we're drunk. We do cocaine and fucking, send girls messages and shit on Instagram. Like,
Talk about Jews and blacks.
yeah,
Anyway, that's all. Keep hitting him up.
yeah.
I just
come
text him right now because I always either forget and
But
I
I-
just don't want to
so-
pester him, you know.
I
No,
think
so-
I'm guilty by association too because I've noticed that as well. Like, so we had a bachelor party at Cruz's house or in Vegas for Cruz's wedding in January. This was this year, and dude, me and Angelo bonded hard because all these guys drove out, and me and Angelo were the ones who were like, well, we have to work. Let's fly. So me and him flew out to Vegas, and before this, like, we had known each other in high school and stuff, but we had never been like tight, like super close friends. That Vegas trip, me and him like bonded hard because we went out there. He's a cool dude. You would like him. We got out to Vegas, and he fucking, the minute he stepped foot in Nevada, he's like, it's an open carry state. Put his gun on the fucking hip, and I remember walking into 7-Eleven with him and his buddy because they picked us up from the airport. Buddy picked us up, big old lifted truck. You know, we were bumping some R&B and shit. They both had their guns, and I was like, ooh, this is cool. Like, it was tight. And we bonded because, and then on top of it, so after the bachelor party was done, you guys had to drive home.
Mm-hmm.
Angelo and I, we flew there and back, but Angelo and I, we had a great time because we had to...
You had like an extra day to party, didn't
yes,
you?
Yes, we did. So these guys all left on Sunday. Our plane didn't leave till 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we were like, well, we have a whole day in Vegas. Like, let's do something. And me and him sat at the craps table all day long and fucking just won all the money back that we lost from Vegas, and we had a great time. We bought a hotel room for $45 at the D. The D, shout out to the D.
I don't know the D.
The dirty D.
Oh yeah.
Dude, we bought fucking. They were like, do you want to upgrade to the smoking room? And we're like, yeah, let's smoke in the room. Like, why not? We're here. Like, let's buy it. We bought a pack of cigarettes just to smoke in the room because it was like it's allowed, you know.
Yeah.
So we bought we were drunk, we were stupid. We went to Hennessy's of all places in Vegas. They have a Hennessy's in Vegas, and we just had a great time. We had a great time, and I thought
honestly, I don't like Vegas.
I love Vegas.
I'm not about
2
it.
days, 2 days max, dude. You can't do more than 2 days.
I don't have enough money to be about it. That's the thing.
You got to go there with $1,000 and be willing to spend that, and that is it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind going somewhere to spend $1,000, but Vegas just isn't my deal, man. I don't know. I don't like Vegas.
You don't like to
I
gamble?
like Scottsdale.
Do you like hookers?
There's been hookers.
Do you like to gamble?
No, see, I don't like to gamble.
I don't like to gamble
check
either.
this. I like to play poker with like friends.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. Of
I
course.
love that. I'll spend fucking $100 playing poker with friends.
That's fun.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like slots or anything like that, but like I'll lose a lot of money playing poker.
Mm-hmm.
Poker tournaments are fun because they're more even, but when you just come up to the table and like guys have a fat sack of chips this big and you put in $50, it's just like, well, there that goes. You know,
Yeah,
like,
see, I don't like doing that at Vegas. You know, a bunch of random. I mean, sometimes you can make friends, whatever. You know, but with your buddies,
That's why you gotta.
I'll
play,
fucking spend money.
You gotta play
I
the
don't give a
craps
shit.
table, man, or you gotta play a game that's collectively like where we're all trying to fuck the house, right? Because if you go in there and you play a game like poker, it's me versus you versus you versus you versus you. Mm-hmm. When you go in there and you play a collective game like craps, like one guy's rolling the dice and everybody wins, and it's like, yeah.
Hey,
know?
I'll tell you this, dude. One time in what is it? Prim, like when you're coming into Vegas, dude. So this was when I was 21. I was on a race team, and my
So 20 years ago.
yeah. Yeah, fucking 30 today, dude.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. So yeah,
Happy birthday, Cody.
When I was 21, the team owner, when I was on this race team, he took me out and he's like, "Hey, let's go gamble. Let's play some craps." And I played with his money. You know, he gave me a couple $100. Dude, I rolled for probably an hour.
That's the beautiful dude. Craps is
I rolled
so
for
much
probably
fun.
an hour, and I won the table so much money. Dude, it was rowdy.
Craps
We
is
had like
fucking
a
fun.
fucking crowd.
Yes.
And it's you know, at Prim, you know, so
Yes.
like people go to Vegas to play, you know.
Yeah.
People that stop at Prim are fucking old geezers and randoms, you know. But dude, we had everybody in the fucking hotel, in the casino, was around us, and I'm just fucking hitting, dude.
So the thing with Vegas, like Vegas is cool if you want to go to like the strip, like one time is fine, but it's expensive, dude. If you go to the tables, it's like $50 minimums, and that's
See,
like
I'm not about
no,
that.
but you got to go to Fremont.
Oh, Fremont Street's rowdy.
Old Vegas, baby. Old Vegas is
Yeah.
where it's at. You know, they got $15 buy-ins or whatever. Dude, you could play your money all night long there. It's not as flashy as the strip, but
Dude, okay, so that was the other thing. First time, like, I went to Vegas, I didn't understand that people fucking dress to the nine, you know? So, I mean, I wore, like, fucking clean pants and a t-shirt, you know?
yeah, that's fine.
Like, I thought, like, oh, okay, cool, I'm going out. I looked clean. Dude's got fucking suits on, girls in dresses, and I'm like,
Oh, dude, the
what
girls.
the fuck are we doing here?
My favorite is the girls that like you see them like, you know, the hoe slides, like
The hose slides?
yeah.
The fuck is that?
Like where they have like the little tassels, like the little puffy things on the slides, like the slides, like not like sandals, but they're like slides.
Like Nike slides, but
Yeah.
all like bedazzled.
Oh.
Because those bitches know how to get it done. You see a chick with slides on, that's where it's at.
She's
Because
trying to get after it?
no, she just knows like I'm not gonna walk in these heels. There's veteran Vegas bitches.
Yeah, dude. I feel like it's different being in Vegas too when you're in a relationship. Like I'm married at this point, so it's like I'm
You
gonna
are.
go gamble. Like I might as well go to like Paula in California, so just buy my own. That dude, how fucking have you ever been to a California casino? Dude, they don't give you free booze.
No,
They don't get. I've been used to Vegas, and I'm in Paula for like some date with Tiffany. We're like spending the night there, playing poker, and some whore walks around all cocktails. cocktails. I'm like, yeah, like IPA or whatever. And then she brings it over and like I give her a thanks. Give her a
That'll
chip.
be $18.
Yeah, exactly. That's $18. It's like, what do you fucking mean it's $18, bitch? Where's the fucking what the hell? I mean, that's my fault for being a fucking noob.
You know where Kahia is?
No.
Kahia is Temecula, and then you fucking drive out into the hills. So me and a buddy went out there riding dirt bikes. We rode a track out there, and randomly the day coming back, we stopped at there's a casino out there at Kahia, and same thing, dude. We're sitting down just bullshitting whatever playing, and dude, the bartender that came up to us though was probably fucking 80 years old.
Damn.
And her tits just hanging all out, and she goes, "What are you boys having to drink?" And we're like, "Oh my god,
Milk."
Milk.
That's just powdered at this point.
Dude, me and my buddy LJ, we talk about that all the time, dude. It's so funny. I'm telling you, this old geezer just fucking came up to us, just fucking hanging out.
Have you guys ever been to New Orleans?
Drinking.
What?
Not
You
as
ever
an
been to
adult.
New Orleans?
New Orleans?
Mm-hmm.
Not as an adult.
No, I got some friends that live out there. Their
I'll
house
tell you what,
just
dude.
fucking got destroyed.
Did it? With the
Like
hurricane?
6 months ago. But yeah.
Well, sorry. Okay, we put a damper on this story.
No, it's fine, Alex. Talk whatever you want.
New Orleans makes Vegas look like pussy shit, dude. New Orleans is where it's at.
Really?
So I went for a trade show a couple years ago. Like, probably 3 years ago. Yeah, it was 3 years ago. I went for a trade show. We flew in Tuesday night. We had to do the trade show all day Wednesday. And then Wednesday night, we had to party. That was it. We had our one little slot to party. And then Thursday, we had to go home. But, dude, that one Wednesday night was wild. Like, it was I don't know. I can't even. Okay, so the story I have, so the guy that was working with us, he was a little, I don't know, how do you say it? Retarded. But
Little downsy.
yeah. He was cool.
I'm gonna get another one.
Go for it. But dude.
One?
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
gonna drink David's before it gets warm.
Yeah, get a couple of them. But dude, New Orleans was
They're on the what's it called? The bar over there.
Oh, yep.
so you walk down, you're walking down like Bourbon Street. One, Bourbon Street smells like ass. It's disgusting. It smells like piss and sewer. It just smells. It smells disgusting because it is. It's a giant open sewer. It's nasty. But they have all these cool little restaurants up and down like their strip or whatever. And in that there's you get to eat different things like shrimp, gator. Like they have the Cajun food. It was so bomb, dude. Like I'm not a big fan of. I like shrimp, but not when I have to rip off the legs myself. Like I don't know, it grosses me out. I'm like, why didn't they prep that shit? But that's just that's how they do it there in Nolans.
Yeah, I think the thing about like shit like shrimp and crabs and stuff like that is like people like it's like an expensive thing for fancy people where they get to like act savage in public and like be all fucking dirty and disgusting. The thing that I don't get is why can't you just do that anyways?
Yeah.
You know, like I'm married, so I'm not trying to look anymore. But like, dog, I'll be like at a nice restaurant, me trying to pick something up with like the knife and fork. Fuck this shit.
Fuck that.
What do I have hands for, dog?
Yeah.
So, dude, we're walking up and down. We're walking up. The deals are crazy. Like, we walked up to this place, and it was like, you could get 2 shots and 2 beers for $5. And I was like, what? We got fucked up, dude.
So I spent $20. I was hammered.
Dude. And he's singing lead vocals, and I'm hammered. It was fucking cool.
I'm in the front row, and I'm hammered.
So we're walking down Bourbon Street, and there's a place, and I have, that's where I keep you have, like, little piggy banks at home. I have a piggy bank at home because there's this guy standing outside with a sign, and all of the sign says is huge ass beers. And we're walking down, and we're like, where is it? He goes, over yonder. And
Over down yonder.
the place is called Huge Ass Beers.
That's the name of the place?
Yes, the place is called Huge Ass Beers, and they serve you like a 32-ounce, glass, and it's a souvenir. It's a souvenir. Like you go there and you get the thing, and you get to keep the thing, but it's shaped in the shape of a woman. So it's a bust of like it's got the glass has breasts and a big old ass and stuff. All they did was play Motown oldies, which was badass. They were playing like Al Green and just all these Motown oldies, and there was just a dude on a piano, a keyboard, and some old black chick singing fucking Motown. It was tight. It was super cool, and you go in there and they just give you a fucking huge. I still have the thing to this day. That's where I keep all my change because I brought it home from New Orleans.
That's sick.
And it's called Huge Ass Beers.
You can drink a huge ass beer and then jerk off on the fucking glass.
It was tight, dude. And then we.
Chris is calling me real quick.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Chris.
Yo, Cruz.
What's going on, my friend?
Yo, I got up hella fucking early. I'm about to pull into your house if you don't mind letting me in.
Are the gates up?
Yeah, they are.
Are they still working on them?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, I'll see you in a bit.
All right, Lord's out.
Lord out.
So we're walking down the street, right? We were like, okay, this was fun. Like, let's go see what else because we don't want to spend our whole. We have one night here. That's all we have. Let's walk down and let's see what else New Orleans has to offer. And we're walking down the street, dude, and there's a bar, but the bar is literally they built a pirate ship as the bar. So like it's a pirate ship. It's called Rick's. I still remember it. And
That's pretty sick.
it was cool, and the girls are just leaned over like this, like at there's a bar like on the street if you want to. As you're walking down the street too, like girls just titties everywhere, and they're just they're offering titty shots and shit like that. $40 a shot, but
Are these hookers or what?
no, they're off. All they do is pour a shot on, so you don't get any alcohol. All you do is you lick a tit, and you get a little bit of a little taste. You're like, oh.
That's an expensive titty lick, man.
Yeah.
I didn't fall for any of that.
Bullshit.
No, I didn't. The guy that I was with was
You
like,
bought 2 titty
nope.
shots.
The guy I was with
Minimum.
was all about it, and then they were like, "Hey, dad," they're like, "Hey, daddy," they're calling him, shit like that. And they go, "You look like you're from L.A." And he goes, "What makes you think that?" He's wearing a white shirt tucked into his jeans. And they
Skinnies
go,
on.
"Yeah."
He's dressed like you right now.
I'm like, "What do you think?" I was like, "Where do you think I'm from?" They go, "New York." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Get the fuck out of here.
I've never been to New York. But so we're walking down, and like these girls that leaned over the bar, and dude, the outfits they're wearing, it's like, you've been to Hooters? A week. Like they're wearing like see-through everything. Like it's disgusting, in a good way.
You see the roast beef sandwiches and shit?
Yeah, buddy. And you're walking in there, right? And they're like, "What are you guys looking for?" We're like, "We're looking for the beers." And they're like, "Well, it's in here. Come on, And we're, okay.
Come on, daddy.
Yeah, of course we're gonna go into there. Like these hot chicks and like fishnet, like everything. And you walk in there, and it's cool. At this point, I wanted to sober up, so I got a burger, and I got my, I wanted to like eat. So we're sitting there, and the bar, it can't be bigger than this room right here. That's as big as the bar is.
Jesus Christ.
The guy I was with goes, "Hey, where's the restroom?" She goes, "It's right through those doors. There's these big fucking doors." And he goes to the door. Okay, whatever. I end up making conversation with the person I'm sitting next to. We talk. An hour goes by, and I'm like, "Where's Frank?" Like, holy shit! Like, I'm also getting more drunk now. Like, it didn't work. I was eating. I'm like, "Where's Frank?" "Excuse me, where's the restroom at?" And she goes, "Right through those doors." And I open the doors, dude, to like the bar. It's this big, and I open the doors. It's a full-on strip club, and he's sitting there, and he's like he's like this, like just in the fucking. I'm like, "Frank, what the fuck are you doing?"
He's like the guy from fucking 300. All anything for you, Xerxes.
He's all. Oh shit, we got a visitor. But he's sitting there like this, and he's all, "They touched my dick." he's all, "They touched my dick. Like, you gotta come back here." And they're super aggressive, dude. Like,
I'm honestly not about strip clubs.
me neither. But in New Orleans, it's pretty cool.
I'm not about it.
Chris,
What's up, dude?
Chris, this is Cody.
Cody?
It's Cody's
What up,
birthday.
man? Nice to meet you.
Me too.
I said it's Cody's birthday.
Oh, is it? Happy birthday, man.
It's my birthday, dude. Yeah.
Fucking birthday.
Thank you.
said it's Cody's birthday.
Yeah, that's Cody's birthday. How you doing, man? Yeah.
Hey, wait, come here.
You're supposed to fucking say happy
Yeah,
birthday.
happy birthday.
Oh, he's back. He's back. Look at that. Mr. David, what's up? Hey.
How's it going?
Yeah, we're like an hour into this, so we'll wrap it up soon, and then we'll get to our festivities. We got a night of by the book Monopoly, $20 on the table, and then if that gets done quick, which it should, maybe we can play some poker. It's up to you guys.
Perfect. I'll win all my money back in Monopoly.
Who stole my beer?
Cruz did.
I did, yeah. I wasn't sure how long you
I
need.
took like one sip too, so
Yeah, I felt it was
Thank
like,
you.
I don't want this getting warm going to waste.
No, it went to good use.
Dude, every time we have a boys' night, there's like at least 5 or 6 beers that are like one sip, just sitting there, just all over
Somewhere.
the place. Yeah, I used to drink them, but at this point in my life, I'm an old man. Like, just pour it down the drink, down the sink, down the drink.
Dumb drink.
Fuck. I'm getting a little fucked up, guys.
Dude,
I drank a couple shots of whiskey.
I'm tossed.
It's
We've
my
been,
second beer.
Cody, dude, Been drinking since like 9 a.m.
Well, he was
My
here
hair.
earlier.
Tossed.
In your house?
No.
He just got back.
Oh, there you fucking are.
Good to see you, man.
Ah, where you been?
I gotta piss.
Being a dad.
Hey, Chris, it's my birthday, by the way.
Chris, it's his
Well, Mr.
birthday.
Chris.
Then.
His birthday too. Did you guys know it's mine?
When?
No, it ain't.
It is.
Today?
Get the fuck out of here.
You didn't know?
No.
I thought Cruz told you.
Me and Chris have the same birthday as Cody.
Hey, so Cody said he's pretty good at Super Smash Bros.
Yeah? Who's your main?
The best.
Huh?
DK.
DK? Alright, alright.
We'll get you pretty far here.
Or you can shotgun it before we hit the real shit. We're like an hour into this podcast, so we'll wrap it up quick. Do you have any? You get good and fucked up. And then
I'm on the podcast by myself now. It's a solo cast.
The Cody cast.
Cody cast.
Ladies. Chill. Down. Down.
So what's up, Mr. Cody? How you doing?
What up, dude?
Not much. Not much. Just I feel like if you just started right now at the beginning of this podcast, you wouldn't realize it, but I was in a fucking very bad mood an hour ago. It took like 4 hours to set this shit up.
Well, I saw it for a minute, but I was too tossed when I came in to fucking say anything about it, so.
Oh god, dude, I hate dealing with technology. You look at the if you look at what we're seeing right now. Oh, it's just a table. It's just a table with beers on it. You got a blue snowball. This disgusting spiderweb tangle of cords here. I seriously want to take my entire desk and throw it in a pile and light it on fire, fucking Peaky Blinders style.
Well, I tell you what, dude. You at least figured it out. Me? No chance I do any of this. No chance.
Well, I'm glad to have you, my friend. How old are you
dude,
today?
Thanks for having me again.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Did I finish my beer? I don't know.
Grab one.
now I've
Give me
got
some.
All right, dudes, guys.
All
You guys
right.
good? God, well, chilling.
I'm good, thank you.
All right. Silence is violence, so I'm assaulted.
Oh.
Don't want to ruin.
Silence is violence.
Don't want to put a ring on this plant.
Alright.
It's a real thing.
It's polyurethane.
All right, can we get this Monopoly game started if we're gonna do it?
Don't want to damage that. Oh, this is pretty good
Should
actually.
play
Five-way Monopoly.
Hey, are
money on
you
the line.
still dating the girl?
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's going really good.
I found a place for you guys in Huntington Beach. She lives in HB, right?
Bellflower, but she works out there.
Have you been to?
Let me get you right over here.
Yeah.
There's a place, Chris, called Off the Wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Huntington Beach. I found it last weekend. It is like
Mans.
Dave & Buster's on steroids.
Really?
Dude, it's so rad.
What happened to the polar place you told me about too? That place sounded cool.
Which
It was
one?
like Polar
Really?
Play or something like that.
Camera in there.
No, take her to Off the Wall.
Off the
It's
Wall?
called Off the Wall in Huntington Beach.
Oh.
It's like Dave & Buster's but on steroids. It's pretty fucking cool. They have a bowling alley. They have a what's that game called? Cornhole. They have a cornhole section. They have the video games are just it's way nicer. It's just so much more clean.
Off
classy.
the Wall. All right, that's not too bad.
Good
either.
beer selection.
That's you had me there.
Yeah.
Sold.
They got Space Dust on tap.
Ooh. Fan
Yo,
of space dust.
me
Fan
too.
of space dust.
Say, listen, Chomo. Trust me.
Chomo.
Yeah, you're right.
What's
you're right.
Chomo again?
Child molester.
Why are you going to that?
Because we listen. So it's the girl. This is remember like months ago I ran
Is it
into a
CHOMO?
Chomo.
Okay.
So remember, I was at a bar I was at Hennessy's one night, and I was wearing my Tom Segura shirt, and I ran into a girl also wearing a Tom Segura shirt, and we
Yes,
just
yes.
bonded over the podcast we listened to. So I'm still talking to her to this day, but she's flirting around with the idea.
Dude, I had to take some fucking like courses to get registered coaching here, and one of them was like signs of child predation or whatever, like how to spot a child predator, like
That's all you did,
your coworkers or
by the
whatever. And they had three guys. They had those examples. One was like a librarian who was like, you know, I noticed Coach Lee and Sydney hanging out a lot, but you know she's got a lot of trouble at home. Blah blah blah. And there's Coach Lee talking to the guy, the like PE teacher who's like molesting the fucking chick. And then they have this hot ass blonde, all, well, John is just such a good student, and that girlfriend of his, like, she's not mature enough for him. Like, he just needs someone to talk to, right? And it's like, I just started beating off while I was watching the thing, being like, my name's John, I'm a sophomore in high school, my parents don't pay attention to me.
Can we stop pretending that like guys get molested because that shit's whack, dude? Do you ever see those like these teachers that are like when the kids? I'm like, Who's reporting this shit? Why are you reporting this?
They're all so hot. Why do all the chicks like? There's no like fucking Roz looking chick who's like 90 years old molesting kids. It's always some hot supermodel
I was
chick.
like, why are they always like young and like 20 to 25s and they're always like blonde, blue eyes?
We gonna play Monopoly?
Yeah, I think we're good to go. Anything you guys want to add? Any more racist, politically charged shit you guys want to say?
Let's go, Brandon. My boy Kyle Rittenhouse is free, and so are we. Amen.
Yeah. Thank you, Kyle, for fighting for our freedom.
Thank you, sir.
Dude, I've seen so many fucking memes about that shit.
Yeah, this happened. I was telling Cody yesterday. My friend came out with us last night. I was like,
oh yeah.
We were talking about this at we were talking about it at Matt and Rachel's house before at Club 57 before we left out to Hennessy's, and we were just talking about the whole thing, and I was like, yeah, he's acquitted on all charges as he should be, and she's like, no, he's not. He's guilty. I was like, of what? And she's all, he killed people. I'm like, well, did you watch the trial? And she goes, no. I'm like, okay, so then what do you have? Like, what's your stance then? She goes, I don't know. He killed people. I'm like, do you know why, or are you just following the narrative? And she goes, I didn't watch the trial. I'm like, all right, well, when you watch the trial, then come back. That's all. And then I had to hit her with some facts and show her the trial.
To be fair, I didn't watch the trial either. I was just kind of like getting the spark notes and stuff. So
Did you hear some of
maybe
the?
there's some shit I don't know, but like to me, it seems pretty obvious. It's a gray area. It's not as black and white as people. There's people on the right who are like, Kyle Rittenhouse is a hero. It's like,
Maybe not.
I mean,
no, he's not a hero.
yeah, I don't know if he's
dude,
a hero.
I'm
per
all
se.
about fucking 2A, but I think he. Well, I
That's
think
Second
he made a
Amendment for
bad
you,
decision.
you those that don't
Yeah,
understand.
Second Amendment. Yeah.
2A. I got it. Here's the deal, man. Listen.
He put himself in a bad position.
Sure,
If
but should he be murdered for that?
No.
Absolutely
that's
not.
the thing.
Absolutely not.
Here's the thing. Here's the deal, man. If I let's say I have a business in Cody has a business in Santa Ana too. If shit was going down, they're rioting and like they're burning down buildings, and I go, Cody, they're getting awfully close to my building. Will you please come help me protect my building, my place of work? And Cody comes down there with first aid kits and whatever guns he has. I don't know what he has, right? But will you come down there?
Bazooka.
Yeah. Will you come down there and help me protect my shit? And Cody says yes. In the process of Cody going down there to help me protect my business, some guys start beating him over the head with skateboards, and literally, I mean, if you watch the trial, the guy literally goes, so, is it true that is it true that Kyle did not start shooting until you pointed your gun at him and said, I'm going to kill you? And the guy goes, yes, that's
Correct.
true.
He goes correct.
Yeah, correct. And his lawyer goes, oh Jesus.
Yeah, he goes. Fuck.
He literally goes like this in the picture. He's like, oh damn, like we just lost the case.
Dude,
But see the one where he's like, you were running away from the building that was on fire. What was such the urgency? And Kyle goes, it was on fire. That one was my favorite. And he goes, he's like, so it's been noted that you've played Call of Duty before. He's like, a game where you run around shooting people with an AK-15 or whatever he had.
AK-15.
Yeah. He's like, is that true?
That's fucking Beto.
He goes, is that true? And he goes, yeah, it's a video game. It's not real life. And the questions he's like, I don't understand the question. Like, what is this? What correlation does it have with anything?
Yeah. What I'm really interested in is what this means as far as like, because on the left you see all this huge backlash as far as people like, this is like more further proof of like miscarriage of justice and white supremacy and yada 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 yada.
Well, they're turning it into a political thing, and they're saying that like all this black
listen,
on
dude,
like.
At this point, literally everything is political.
I understand, but they're
It
saying
is.
that they're trying to make it a case for BLM, but 4 guys were involved. Yes, all of them white. There's not one black person involved in any of it to do with anything. White people started beating him over the head with their skateboard, and literally said, like, if they told him, if I see you alone tonight, I'm gonna fucking kill you, was word for word what they said. There's videos of it. I mean, there's video footage of it saying, if I see you alone tonight, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Well, I think this brings up the big elephant in the room that we've all known for the last like 10 years or so. Like, white on white crime, you know? White on white crime. These whites don't know how to conduct themselves. They're always constantly... When's the last time you saw a guy with a skateboard and thought, he pays taxes.
Yeah.
You know, so
No, he's usually homeless down the street.
these whites, they're not sending their best. All right, some of them I'm sure are good people, but you know.
To turn into a
Sorry, Cody.
to turn yeah, but to turn into a racially charged crime, there's no. I mean, it's white on white. Everything is white on white. There's nothing. I mean, it's as white as fucking Wonder Bread. You know, like everything is white, dealt by a white prosecutor, a white judge, three white victims, and the guy even said after he's like, "Is it true that Kyle did not start shooting until you guys pointed the gun at him and said that we're gonna kill you?" And he goes, "That's correct." What other? I mean,
Yeah, the moment I heard that too, I'm like, wow, I did not know that. That changes like the whole fucking case.
what?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
what case? There's
Like this guy also had a gun
and he's also a
and
pedophile.
pointing it at him.
Did you know that?
Regardless of that, like in the moment.
The guy's got pedophile charges on him.
What are the charges?
And
Because I've heard that, but I haven't heard the
his gun
specifics.
license was expired as well. The guy who had the fucking gun, the one that got his arm blown off by Kyle.
But what's a pet? I just want to be clear, just because like
A
I'm
pedophile
biased,
can
don't get
get
it
a
wrong,
lot.
but like yeah, you can be a pedophile and like
That is
be
true.
18 banging your 16-year-old girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I will be fair that like
I-
everyone's all he's a pedophile. It's like okay, what does that mean?
True. I have a buddy he's on Megan's Law. He got busted by the cops because he was banging a girl in his car, and they were naked in the car, and they got put on Megan's Law.
Didn't something happen to our friend who?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and is he on Megan's Law for that?
No,
or
he's not.
That got cleared.
Yeah, because that was an open and shut case.
Okay.
He didn't. What happened was.
We had a buddy.
See what had happened. He had a buddy who he got in trouble with
assume
the
it's a
law.
white guy?
No,
No.
Mexican guy. Everyone knows who we're talking
no,
about.
no,
right?
no.
His reputation really
It did
bad.
fuck up his reputation really
Real
bad.
bad,
What
real
happened
bad.
was he was banging this girl, and she was, I think he was like 18 and she was 16, like Cruz brought up. And what happened was the parents found out.
They
And
like walked in on them, didn't they?
And
Yeah.
they
Yikes.
they did not like what they were seeing, and they pressed charges.
Dude, I have a very similar scenario with one of my buddies.
Story time.
Yeah, so my buddy in high school, same deal. He was 18, she was 17, you know. Your fucking date. What are you doing? It wasn't me, Chief.
We don't know.
I'm still a virgin.
Anonymous.
Cody Rosenbaum over here.
Yeah. No, I got a couple things to say on this. But yeah, same kind of deal. Like, my buddy was 18, she was 17, you know. High school, they're dating, they're banging. Parents find out, press charges on him.
Jesus.
And it fucking ruined his life.
Really?
You know, it did. Yeah. Dude, he went to jail.
I know a guy in this room.
Everyone's like, shit.
I know a guy.
No, it's shitty. So look, here's the thing, dude. Like, the whole,
It's you.
like,
Just Cruz started dating
dude.
Tiffany when how old are you?
I was 18 when she was 16, but her parents were drug addicts, so there's no way that was coming back to me.
That's the thing.
I've been dating for a long time.
No, I'm not like
How old are
talking.
you now?
27, 9 years.
I'm not talking
9
shit.
years.
It's just
Is
like
that like your first girlfriend
ever.
kind of deal?
Yeah.
Well, I had
first
a
time.
girlfriend, like,
I'm
well,
just kidding.
you know what? There's
First
like
kiss,
girlfriend, you know, like I had one
Last
serious
one.
girlfriend I dated for a year in high school, but that was like your high school girlfriend. But yeah, this is like my first
I
ever.
always
like,
make a joke
girl
because
that I
dude.
moved in with.
I always make a joke because I've known Tiffany
so I
since she
like
was
that.
like what 16,
Yep.
and I'm like, damn, like I've known you guys since it was statutory rape.
Yep.
Jesus.
We've come a long way. We've come a long way.
We
We don't.
have.
We're married now, dude. We're not even fornicating. It's just straight up, just like
He
having
raped
sex
his
in
way
front
into
of.
marriage.
So yeah, the Lord's watching us. The Lord is straight up watching us fuck. He's like, this is okay. This is okay.
It's fine.
He's
The
like,
good-
it's
the
they're
good
up
Lord's-
there in heaven, and Buddha's like, dude, you gotta check this out, man. Like some shit. He's like, it's fine. Her parents are on meth. Just
Brush over
Lord's
this
kinda
one, guys.
Just rolling up the road,
Yeah.
just all.
Hey, so
right.
when the riots were going down, did you guys think about doing anything for your business?
yes, because what happened was they were starting to. Okay, so the rest of the country's. I mean, it's weird because you never see it like in your hometown, right? Like you don't see it like immediately here. You see the things on the internet. It's like, oh, that's crazy, but like, it's not happening here. As crazy as California is, I didn't see anything like that nuts because they were They did peacefully protest. They were just protesting. I don't know what they were marching for. I mean, I do, but they marched in the streets, and we got a little scared because like there was like they were around the corner from like Disneyland. My office is right around the corner. I can see Disneyland from my office, and like they were like they just marched. They didn't do anything. So, but yeah, we
There's like fireworks going off in the background while they're riding.
I was like,
Happiest place on earth.
Happiest place on earth.
a lot of Jews.
So did you see anything that happened like downtown Santa Ana?
No.
All right, so well, you've been in my shop.
Just your uncles coming and raiding the shop, wanting their fucking pay.
Yeah, asking for $10,000.
Yeah, so my shop is like 2.5 blocks down from like downtown Santa Ana. So we had like a good crowd coming through for a while.
Really?
Yeah, so it was like I'm trying to think, probably Thursday. That
That's a racist day, you know that.
Dude.
That's the day where like the most racist shit goes down. That's
On Thursday?
Yeah.
It's the day after Hump Day.
Yeah.
Everyone clears their head, gets their
Are you
orgasm
white?
out, goes like,
Okay,
fuck.
listen, I don't know what fucking day it was. I'm guessing it was a Thursday because I'm just assuming
Just
it was
by
a
just
weekend.
just by your demeanor, I could tell you're racist.
Whatever, dude. Fuck
Yeah.
off.
It's the backwards cap.
Anywho, dude. Long story short, okay. I saw. You're getting fucking bone arrowed this week, dude.
Bonered.
You're getting bonered. Anyways, like on the way to fucking downtown, like the crowd was like kind of like trickling through by my shop, you know. And this was on one day, and I'm like, fuck, dude. So I had like a serious moment with myself, and Matt, the guy that brought to open Matt one time, him and I were talking. We're like, hey, so what do you think we should do this weekend? And so him and I talked about it seriously, and
Why not?
I'm a fuck.
No, I'm being serious. Why wouldn't you? No, it's a big discussion. Like,
It is.
because it doesn't matter. Like as soon as like I said, you see it on the internet and stuff, and say, oh, that wouldn't happen here. But as soon as it starts happening here,
No, it's
like,
very
oh,
true.
Wow.
It's very true. And like I said, we saw it coming through like the day before, and we knew there was going to be a big one in downtown Santa Ana like the next day or the weekend. And so him and I talked, and like we set a plan, like if we're going to post up, like where we'd go, where we should stay, where we should draw the line.
What color to hit?
Dude, I'm gonna fucking.
I think he's trying to coax you into a hate crime right now.
You're trying to give me a hate crime.
White man, Cody Rittenhouse shoots Alex Rosenbaum.
Trying to get a soundbite out of you.
Yeah, seriously, you're gonna fucking take that chunk.
I know. I know the drill, dude. Like you go, okay, like when they come around,
The others.
yeah,
Those people.
yeah, you know when they walk in.
The Jews.
Whatever, dude. Fuck.
A lot of Jews.
Go on, Cody. Go on. Cody.
Anyway,
Just ignore this guy.
We legit had this talk, and like we set up like positions in our shop. But what it came down to, and it was my call too. I told him, I was like, hey, listen, we have insurance on our shop. Worst case, they come through, burn the fucking place down. If we post up with rifles, we're drawing a line.
Yeah.
You know, and if someone crosses it, what are you gonna do? You know, so we talked about it. And I was like, if I post up with a rifle in front of my shop and someone crosses the line, I have to shoot him.
Absolutely.
And I wasn't willing to do that.
No.
For the situation that was happening, I didn't want to do that.
I
So
thought the story was gonna be a lot
what-
more racist. I didn't like it. No.
no, I'm just being real. What happened?
Oh, shit.
Like I came to the decision that I would let my business burn to the ground because I didn't want to kill somebody.
Is that coming from like morally you don't want to shoot someone, or like
Who wants
well
to kill
we do
anybody?
have the well you don't need to want to, but like there's a situation where it's like, okay, maybe my life's not in danger yet, but 2 steps from now it will be, so I have to draw the line somewhere. Like, is it the fact that, all right, we have the insurance money, it's fine, or is it like I just don't want to shoot someone?
Well, most like big decisions like that in my life, just for me personally, it is a moral thing. You know, as far as killing somebody, I wasn't willing to kill somebody over my
A
shop.
building. Yeah.
You know, I'm not. I would kill somebody if they were doing bad things to my family, you know, type deal. But over my shop, I just didn't. I wasn't willing to kill anybody.
But the thing is, if they get deep enough into your shop and you're sitting there defending it, now you might be put in a situation where
Yes.
you have to defend your life.
Yes.
You
So
could
that's
be
the-
very, very much so.
So-
We were just talking about this earlier.
But that was the thing. So like, I made the decision. I was like, for the next 3 days, I'm not coming to the shop. We kept it locked up, and I said, you know, Matt, you and I, and I mean, we like I said, we had a discussion about it. But I convinced him. I was like, let's leave.
Yeah.
You know, he wanted to
Burns down,
stay.
burns down.
I was on the fence, And I was like, listen, dude, we can do this, but like we're drawing a line without saying anything. You know, we're gonna be here, and if someone comes in, what are we gonna do? You know, I was like, and I just wasn't in the position. I didn't want to.
Well, we're in a weird
Shoot,
place
You
now
know,
where
you
like,
talk to him. That always works. Let me call LeBron. He'll know what to do.
well, there's two things going. Like, so first of all, you got the insurance, so it's like worst case scenario, shit gets burned down, and we'll be
That was the
compensated.
thing too, you know.
But also, we live in California, so we're like in the back of your mind, I'm sure it's like, even if I have, in my mind, every justified reason to shoot this person, the state's going to be like, well, sure, they broke into your house, but they only stole $900. They only destroyed $900 worth of shit. Yeah,
Have you looked into
so you're in the
California
wrong.
laws with gun laws here?
Not in depth.
I have.
If somebody breaks in right now, let's say we're sitting here, right? Let's say you had a gun. You don't have a gun, do you?
No comment.
No, I don't even have
That
the
was
guns.
one of my doctor's forms.
They're
Like,
like,
you
oh,
need
Let's say,
guns? I'm like,
let's say
This
Cody.
is a hypothetical. I don't even have rifles.
Let's say we got a wild card one night. Okay, we got Cody here. Yeesh. Let's say we got Cody here, right? And he's strapped. Cody's strapped always. Somebody breaks in here. If Cody shoots him the wrong way and it ricochets and goes into here, you know how much trouble Cody would be into because the guy came in here and tried to kill us? Like, let's say some Bobby Schofield came in here, right? And he came in and he was all B-Sco 144.
Why does that make so much sense?
Like,
144.
yeah, I'm the best wrestler that's ever been. Right? He wants something crazy, okay? Yeah, and he just double legs all of us, right?
So Cody shoots him.
And Cody, yeah, in the middle of the double leg, instead of sprawling, Cody goes. Pew. If Cody didn't aim at the right area, if you aimed in an area that was dangerous to, because you were connecting houses, if you aim and you shoot like wrongfully into that house, it's like you stopped your target from coming in. You still get in trouble for that. Somebody can literally come in here.
Why can't you do that? Like investigators come in, like.
But you can't defend yourself. Even like Cruz just said, like they only stole 9. It's like, okay, well they only took the TV and the computer, so you're fine. But it's like, no, somebody came in
Because I
here.
stopped them.
Yes. No, yeah, exactly. That's the idea. Somebody breaks into your house. You can't. I mean, look into it. That is the law here. You
Well,
can't.
see, so that's where I'm going though. Is that you have these two facts. So these two factors here is that A, the insurance. This is a new thing, relatively insurance. Like, so even if they destroy all my property, I'm insured for it, so I will get compensated. And then B, even if I do defend myself, I'm gonna get in trouble. Even though, like, for the vast majority of human history, like from the time we were chimpanzees, it was just the rule that like if someone is encroaching on my territory,
Yes.
I get to kill them, and that's okay. So now we're in this weird place where there's two, especially in California, there's these two different incentives where like this natural thing to defend yourself is now becoming like taboo or like illegalized. Kyle Rittenhouse trial is a big thing that like a big step for people who believe in the Second Amendment and self-defense. And now I don't know if you guys seen these like compilations from like news organizations, MSNBC, CNN. All they're trying to do is explain. They still refer to these guys as the victims.
Yeah.
The victims. Like, I don't understand how you can still refer to the guys who were killed by Kyle Rittenhouse as victims when the law ruled that they were attacking him and that he only killed them in self-defense. He is the victim.
Yeah.
Sure, he might have been the victor. He might have been the guy who didn't die, but that the only reason they die is because he was acting in self-defense.
I've seen people say like, well, if you're going to a place that has violence like that and you show up with an AR-15, what do you have? What do you have?
An AK-15.
So, sorry, I'm
Kalashnikov.
I don't have
AK-37.
guns. Yeah, I don't know. But I've seen people say like, well, if you show up to a place like that, like where there's shit going down like that with a weapon, like you're asking for violence. It's like,
Doesn't it work both ways though?
So, like I said, me and Matt talked about it, and I brought my rifles on Friday. And I'll tell you this:
Friday?
a while
when
ago.
it was going
Oh,
on.
okay. Shit, was there a riot on Friday?
If I had,
Not yet.
and this is on me, you know, it's my fault, but if I had like known and been like more close to other business owners next to me, and I had them with me, and they said, hey, all of us are gonna show up with our rifles, I would have stayed.
Yeah. But you don't know.
So that's my fault though. I didn't have that in place. It was just me and Matthew.
Yeah.
And so therefore I was like, I'm not willing to kill somebody over my shop. You know.
It's just the argument where
But
people
like
are
I said-
if you're going to a place looking for trouble, it's like, well, I'm not gonna go to the place where they're fucking rioting with no protection. Like, what am I gonna go up there with rocks and? I mean,
Well, and also here's to tag into like the you don't want to kill someone for your shop, minus the insurance, that's the difference. Like, let's say I don't know your specific circumstances. Let's say like that shop is like your lifeblood. You know, like the only way that I'm able to pay for food, which keeps me alive, is this shop.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
it's not
it is.
insured. And so now we can go back to like what I think is like the evolutionary like roots of this is that back in the day, if the fucking barbarians are at the gates, you can't just like leave and come back. You know, like you're gonna end up starving in the desert, in the wilderness, wandering around. They come in, they take all your shit. You know, they don't take your resources and then you get insured more. Now you're out of resources. You know, so I feel like this hard-grained instinct to be like, no, dude, these are my resources. This is how I put food on the table. This is how I stay alive. We have a luxury of being able to say, like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna take the moral high ground and not like I don't even know where I'm going with this necessarily. It's just kind of
I might have.
I'm about to
Yes,
ask Cody.
no. So I agree with you though a lot. Like I said, that was like the really hard dilemma with me and Matt. You know, I was like, dude, I believe in our right to defend our shit. You know, I really do.
But in California, you can't, dude. You got Mussolini at the top.
So look, that's the thing. And we actually talked to, because we're buddies with a lot of. I'll take one.
We'll wrap this up right now. Let Cody finish his thought.
Cody, finish your thought.
Good. What was I saying?
Cruz.
Oh yeah, so we're buddies with like law enforcement in our area, you know, and like I got their cell phone, so I called them. I was like, hey, you know the shit's coming through. Me and Matt are talking about what we should do, and I was like, what do you think? Like we don't want our shit to get. What are our options? You know?
Yeah.
And they basically said, look, if you stay, you can't do anything until somebody steps in your shop.
But what can you do once they do step into your shop?
Well, you shouldn't.
Really?
Yep.
In California?
Yep.
Are you sure? I mean,
Yep.
I'm
Please leave.
So why does anyone? I don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here advocating for shooting like the penalty for steal. This ain't fucking what's it called, Agrabah, where they cut off your hand or whatever. You know, the penalty for stealing shouldn't necessarily be death, but like there is that principle that like if I'm defending myself and I have a gun and he doesn't have a gun, this is still a gun fight. Because if I try to fight him with my hands and lose, he can then take my gun and shoot me. So, like...
Yes.
Okay, so let me
You can.
add a couple to that. So, kind of misspoke. It's not like as soon as he steps in the shop, I can shoot him. It's not true.
What's he doing in the shop?
So, it's a fucked up deal in California, but it's like a 21-foot rule. Okay? So, he steps into my shop. I confront him, tell him to leave. If he keeps coming towards me, within 21 feet, I can shoot him.
But
How
Back-
far?
back-
I'm bad with the process.
back to my
Maybe from this wall to that wall.
It's
Back
not
to
far.
That wall right there, or the wall in my bedroom?
yes, but back to my
This
point
one right
earlier.
here.
If Cody
Jesus Christ.
Cody doesn't shoot him in the right areas and he
No, you're right.
mishandles his gun,
I'm responsible for every bullet.
let's say Cody his life's in danger, right? The guy's 21 feet away. He gets in within 16 feet of him, 10 feet of him. That's like to the wall right
The
there.
table.
Yeah. And Cody just goes, you know, well, fuck, bang. You know, the
Scarface style.
The guy's coming at me with a fucking knife. Like, what am I gonna do? Shoot him. If the bullet goes through the guy, through the wall, and to the neighbor's place or
Yeah,
whatever,
hits a baby.
Cody's in trouble.
Yeah, I get that.
Check it
I
out.
get that.
Even if it doesn't hit anybody. So, like,
Yes.
at my shop, there's an
Oh,
open
shit.
yard. There's
Yes.
an open yard next to my shop. If I shoot this guy, miss, bullet goes to the open yard. They can sue me for that round.
That is why.
So we're all supposed to have fucking dead eye over
No,
here?
that is why. Why, Cody? What do we do? Shoot to kill.
Serious.
They
My
dead shit.
grandpa,
I'm not even messing around. You
No, I
shoot
know.
to
I
kill.
know.
dude, my grandpa told me this. He goes, hey, if you ever need to shoot anybody, make sure you kill him.
Yes, because
Dead men tell no tales.
because in California, let's say
Yes, sir.
let's
Thank you, Chris.
That's age old.
let's say the guy comes in, right, and Cody just incapacitates him.
Shoots him in the leg.
Shoots him in the knee and goes, the guy's done. The guy now can go to court. He can say this. He can say that. He can say whatever he wants to say, back and forth. You shoot to kill.
Mhm.
One. It's always good to have cameras everywhere.
And
for
that,
one.
isn't that the most fucked up part of the law, though? Is that their ability to come back and manipulate the situation, even though they were the aggressor, the perpetrator, now incentivizes you to shoot to kill?
Yeah.
Like that's the most
It's-
ironic.
I know.
Like let's just say they're has nothing to do with BLM or ideology or anything. Like, just a fucking
Just a
drug
desperate
addict.
person
They
looking
need
for
fucking
something.
food. They like not. They don't even have money to eat. So they're like, fuck, I'm gonna break into this place and so now I'm as the owner. It's like, well, shit, I don't want this person to come back and sue me, so I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Instead of just shooting him
Versus
in the leg,
you're like,
you know?
get the fuck out, shoot him in the leg.
Yeah.
You know,
Warning
stop
shot.
him.
Yeah, but then the guy has a trial. The guy has he has a
Yeah,
case
it's
of
a
his own.
weird deal, man.
Yeah. And
Anyways, all that put together, that's where I made the decision. I said, Matt, you and I, we're gonna get the fuck out. And we took videos that day of everything in our shop in case it went down. And they tried to break in. Like our roll-up doors were broken. We had spray paint all over the shop. Like they tried, but nothing got in.
did you
It's
write
like Clerks, dude. Fucking jam gum in the locks, bro.
Did you write heroes work here and put it outside or?
Like nurses or something?
Yeah. Did you write
Like fat actresses?
Did you write black owned business?
I put black on business. Yeah.
All right, can we play Monopoly?
Yeah, this has been fun, guys. All right.
We still on this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
I don't know
hour
any firearms,
35
by the way.
So Cody Rittenhouse, everybody. That's his face. He lives at 1234 Dana Point.
Danger Point.
He drives a black Mercedes.
No, he doesn't. He drives an F-150.
Hey!
Dude, someone mute this guy,
Get the
dude.
fuck out of here.
All right, hey, good shit, guys.
Motor Trend Truck of the Year.
Said Black Mercedes, I'm gonna get the fuck shut up.
I don't know how much of this is going to end up going on the internet, but this was fun. Thank you guys for putting up with me. I was in a sour mood when you got here because of this goddamn setup. I'm in a pretty good mood now. So let's play some Monopoly and maybe some poker if we have time.
Let's do it.
All right, see you next time.
Hey, Chris, it's my birthday, by the way.
Mine too.